Hey folks, welcome back to Girl Talk. We are talking about a new topic, one we haven't discussed before, but if you've ever considered being a certified registered nurse anesthetist, it's a mouthful, but it's a great career. We've got two ladies here who have lots of experience in the field and can share some things with us. So we're joined now by Deb Dalkey and Katie Parsons, and we're so pleased to chat with you today. Welcome to Girl Talk.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
So let's talk a little bit about this career. And first of all, tell us a little bit about some of the experiences or education required to become a CRNA. This is an interesting field, but there's some background that is necessary, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, I can take that one. When you're applying to anesthesia schools, they usually want you to have a bachelor's in nursing and about, on average, 3 to 5 years of critical care experience.
Okay.
And a lot of times that's being a nurse in an ICU, working with high acuity patients. After that, you gather some references. They want like character references, your work ethic. Are you a safe provider? Can you handle these kind of situations? And it's very competitive. I can tell you in my school, there were only 20 slots to get in and over 250 applicants.
And now that's just to get into the school portion. That's
Correct.
just the education piece. So we're
Correct.
not even talking about getting into the workforce and, and going there.
Right.
Okay, so that's interesting to know. And I think this is a great career, you know, for young women out there, men of course too, if you're watching, to get into. But it's also nice to know that, you know, you really need to be passionate about doing this because it is a competitive industry. So you need to really want it.
Right.
Right.
You do have to really want it, for sure.
So Kitty mentioned that having that ICU experience is really important. Why is that?
Because you need to be able to take care of critically ill, sick patients. Deal with stressors such as emergencies, how to handle emergencies, know hospital policies.
Quick thinking, it sounds like.
Absolutely, because you're right there in the trenches. With developing high-level assessment skills, so that when things do happen, you're right on the spot. You know what to do. You know who to contact.
And lives are at stake.
So absolutely,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Let's talk a little bit for folks who are possibly interested in a career like this, or even just to maybe explore if they're interested in a career like this. Talk a little bit about where you work, and maybe even a little bit about some of the day in the life.
Okay, well, CRNAs are everywhere. We work in urban hospitals and big cities. Oftentimes we work as part of a team. We call it the anesthesia team. So you're with an anesthesiologist, and a lot of times nurse anesthetists are the solo providers in rural areas. We're in the military. We take care of infants. We take care of laboring mothers. We do all kinds of surgeries, open heart surgeries, neurosurgeries. You name it, no day is the same.
Yeah. I think that's really interesting because oftentimes when you get into the medical field, you are really more picking a type. What kind you might work with infants, you might work with pregnancies, you might work with certain surgeries. But in this field, you're really getting to see all of those things.
Right.
It's true. I find that interesting.
So you mentioned that there's this no day is the same. So are you able to pick what's the best part about this sort of job? What do you like best about that?
That's a loaded question. But
So,
Deb, you
for
want to
me,
tackle that
I
one?
like taking care of a wide variety of patients. I love taking care of children. I love taking care of a wide variety of
So
patients.
it's the variety in
elderly.
itself.
To me, it's the variety. What I really like about it too is we're in a profession where there's great opportunities to do volunteer work, on medical missions. And some of the photos that I submitted that you guys may be showing are from some of the medical missions that we've done taking care of children in Central America.
Wow.
And so it's an extremely rewarding profession, even though we're kind of in the back, scene sometimes and people don't remember we're there. It's extremely rewarding.
and a really important component to what's happening there in certain medical situations. Absolutely. How about you, real quick? Before we go?
I would say my favorite is talking to patients, finding out their history, and then using all those pieces to create like the perfect anesthetic. What's going to work for one patient might not work for another.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, gosh, this went really fast, but this is a really fun topic for, young women out there who are thinking about what to do along their career path, and very helpful. So thank you so much. This is Deb Dalkey and Katie Parsons, nurse anesthetists. Thank you. We appreciate it. We're going to be back with more Girl Talk after the break, so please stay with us.